Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Today we got an updated guide to our Root Rider army we posted. It was the video titled Strongest Army in the Game. Made just a couple slight changes here, so I've tested with this army. I haven't failed yet. I'm like 10 for 10 with it. I think these little changes just make it so much stronger, so let's get into it here. Isn't that tough of a base. I did switch deployment bar to one lane, like instead of the double, so it's a little easier to see. And for you guys that use the phone, you can see how it's still easy to scroll back and forth and use the army. But we're gonna start the charge up here towards 11 o'clock and get this little rage section out here. So get our first at 256 and now 246. Probably should have went double cycle there because we took so much trap damage and the RC just dies right there. Is what it is. Hopefully we can still get this rage spell tower right here. But yeah, guys, I'd recommend... One second, let's get this RC picked up. Sorry, I had to lock in right quick for a second there. But I'd highly encourage y'all to try this army, especially for the new ranked season coming out in a week. It's just extremely strong, and again, I haven't failed with it. I think it's hard to fail with this army, but get the army spammed in, and then you come back and support the queen by dropping king, witch, and ice golem there. So that's how it goes. It goes RC charge, recall the RC, place ice golem, queen, spam your army in the middle, and then king and witches on the far right to support your queen. After that, it's an early overgrowth spell, early poison, sometimes early RC like you just saw right there, and queen ability. Just the heroes need to stay alive. That's the main goal. So once you get the royal champ charge timing down and the overgrowths, you'll be perfectly fine. You'll be 3-star in every base as well. So yeah, definitely, see that overgrowth down there on that rage tower. That was super important to keep the RC alive so she can take out town hall and just to let all of our army kind of come back together. So yeah, just really pay attention in these attacks to the overgrowth spell placement and timing, and just try to replicate that in your attacks. But yeah, sorry guys, I was just saying, with the new ranked season and CWL in a week, especially clanmates, if y'all are watching this, I'd be happy to kind of help and share replays and stuff in our clan if you're interested. But I think if we all switched to this army, we'd be getting 40 to 45 star wars in CWL. We'd be doing really well. So yeah, that's attack number 1. I'm just gonna make this a shorter video since I had a really long video a day or two ago, the last one I posted. So this will be less than 10 minutes. Hopefully we'll just do 3 quick attacks. But like I said, I switched my army on all of my accounts, all 4, to this army. It's just so strong, and I'm just going to start pushing. I think there's like 9 or 10 days left in this season, so I'll try and push every day, see if I can be consistent with it. Obviously going to depend on my work schedule and, life stuff. But this base is actually really strong here. I'm going to try and lock in a little bit. This is a really good spread out, like anti 2-star base with all the crazy walls in the center, so they just want your army to walk around. So this is going to be a really good army to showcase, or base to showcase how strong this army is. Let's get good timings on the charge here. Again, single cycle, so first invis is at 256, second is at 246. After that, you typically want to go to a double cycle. So now it'll be 237, 233. And then you can do one last invis at 226 usually, and then recall around 215. I know that's a lot of numbers to remember, but that's typically your kind of timing. So again, last invis at 226 there. Now I can recall her. I'm going to go ahead and do it now just to save the RC, or sorry, the Fox. Clean up this left side with a barb, and now we can get started up top. So again, Ice Golem, Queen, army spam quickly. You can do 1 or 2 finger deployment. Doesn't matter. Get everything in quick. Come back and support again with Ice, King, Witch. There you go. Now we're looking for an early poison if needed. We don't have the clan castle, or it's already been taken care of. So get a headhunter on that mini imprints. Early overgrowth like we talked about. And the army's just going to stay up here at 12 o'clock, going to 1 to 2 to 3, moving clockwise, all the way down together here. So if you can keep your army compact and keep them funneling basically in a U shape around the base. With overgrowth forcing that kind of pathing, you'll be 3-star in every single base too. Obviously with good timing. So just gonna overgrowth that whole back end there. One thing I would recommend that helps me a lot during attacks is zooming out. See how zoomed out I am in this video and other videos? I used to play super zoomed in, and you're just putting yourself at a disadvantage. So even playing on a phone, I do this same thing when I play on my phone. I zoom out really far just so you can see everything going on and kind of understand where your troops are going to go next. And then always have spells quick, ready to deploy right there. That was a great free spell on most of those defenses as soon as they woke up right there, right? And then Ice Block, again, just kind of an insurance spell here. Might place it on this giant here. Or we'll just put it on the Warden so we don't lose the Rage Aura there. But it just helps so much, especially on the back end when sometimes your army would like fizzle out a little bit, you know what I mean? So there's 2 for 2, good 3 stars. It's just, I don't know. I hope I don't fail with this army. It's it's super strong. It's hard to fail with it. So I think if you use this updated version with these little changes, yeah, I think we're going to have a lot of success with it. So fun army. Definitely going to use it on all of my accounts and try and get really good with it and kind of master it before CWL, you know, and then hopefully go 4 for 4, 21-star war week is the goal. That would be cool. I don't think I've ever done that with all 4 accounts getting 21 stars, so maybe a cool little challenge. We can try and do daily videos of all 4 of our CWL attacks. That's kind of a fun idea. But for this base, we're going to start up top. We're going to get into this Rage Spell Tower. Just a lot of value up here. It's always kind of common sense to start your Royal Charge at a either Rage Tower compartment or Rage Spell Tower compartment or a Poison. Usually there's just so much compact key defenses to take out and create, you know, funneling and pathing for your Root Rider spam. So real good charge here. I'm going to try and get this multi-archer, air defense, and then probably multi-inferno right here. And then we'll recall her. So yeah, just recall at 223 right before she would have taken damage there because we were double cycling. So we're going to get a couple cleanup. We're going to go Ice Queen and then army spam. Headhunter on that RC. And we'll just get everything in quickly. Now we'll come over and support. Got an early overgrowth there, guys, just like I was talking about the pathing. As they would have gone down into this core, they really would have split. So that's why I did the overgrowth first before getting the king support in there. Kind of changed the timing of things just to help the pathing. So as you can see, the whole army started at 12, right? They're going to go down 1, 2, 3 clockwise all together again. Have to pop Queen ability because she's getting low down to the right over there. Probably going to overgrowth this back end. Yeah, just negate the damage. And again, this keeps the army moving down together towards the town hall. So this base is looking crushed, and this is one of the toughest types of bases you could face with the Root Rider army, are these double Rage Tower compartment bases, because it's a lot of damage quick. See right there on that Fire Spitter. Once that comes back from the overgrowth, that section is going to do a bunch of damage. So this, yeah, was a really good base to showcase how strong this army truly is. But here, yeah, just get a good king ability, and that's something, again, that the Super Gobs help with. They help your funneling and make sure the spiky ball gets more value on the back end when the army's getting a little weaker right here. So gets the rest of the defenses, and that's a nice 3-star. But I think we'll do one last attack here. Actually, no, let's keep the video short. Yeah, we'll go ahead and end it today, but I appreciate y'all hanging out, watching the video. I'll have the army linked in the description, and hope y'all have a great weekend.